Hello Virgos, this is Karen the Forest Empress and I am here with your May 1st through 15th tarot card reading. I will also be pulling a fairy message oracle card as well as a power animal oracle card to tie everything together. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I've just been completely overwhelmed with all the beautiful, loving things that everyone has had to say. And I read all the comments and I try to reply as much as I can. But if not, I try to like them or heart them or whatever. And I really, really do appreciate it. So thank you. If you are interested in learning more about me and what I do aside from tarot cards, you can check out my introductory video on my channel. It actually talks about my actual career, which is writing books. And if you seem like you might be interested in checking out those books, you can watch that introductory video. At the end of the video here, I will show you one of the books so you can kind of see if that's something that tickles your fancy. And that is actually why we are doing fairy and animal cards, because it actually has to do with my fantasy series, which is about an enchanted forest that is experiencing a spiritual imbalance, and the enchanted forest has kingdoms of mythical, magical beings like fairies and nymphs and trolls and gnomes, and they live somewhat harmoniously among kingdoms of animals, and that's why we're doing those oracle cards this time. So let's get right into your reading, Virgo. The first card that we have in the first week of May is the High Priestess. This is a beautiful major arcana. It is one of my favorite cards. Use your intuition at the beginning of May. This is a strong intuitive card, a card indicative of psychic abilities and mystical powers. So if that's something that interests you, it could be worth looking more into. But whatever comes your way, I would just say to trust your gut before anything else, because I think you're going to be feeling very intuitive in this first week of May, and you might be seeing a lot of synchronicities and signs in your life that will just only confirm your intuitive power. You are pretty intuitive anyway, Virgo, but with this card, I think it's going to be off the charts in the first week. I would rely on your instincts. If you have any dreams, I would pay attention to them in this first week of May, because they could be very telling for other aspects of your life and could be providing insight into any problems that you may be experiencing at this time. The second, which actually look based on your cards, it doesn't look like there are that many problems, but let's keep going. The second card that we have for the first week of May is the King of Swords in reverse. You could be coming across somebody in the first week of May who might want to rain on your parade, since you're having such a great week in that first week of May, and we'll get onto that with your third card. But there might be someone who wants to just kind of shake things up for you. It could be someone who has somewhat of a cutting tongue, and may say something mean to you or, affect somebody close to you. I would pay this person no mind. It is likely an air sign, and if not, they will embody air sign qualities. So it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, or it could just be somebody who just is kind of acting like this in this first week of May. Just watch out for double dealings. If something seems suspicious, you might want to look into it further, because it probably is. The High Priestess has a lot to do with secrets too, and secrets coming out, secrets being revealed. So this King of Swords could actually, if you have a secret, they could be spilling your secret, or it could just be somebody who is just kind of getting in your way or just causing a little upset in your week, but it's nothing that you really need to be concerned about. My advice for you in dealing with this person is to be more diplomatic and less judgmental towards them, even though it probably would be very easy and convenient to judge them. But, just kind of be glad that you're not coming into someone's life and upsetting them like this. And, yeah, so let's get on to the next card, because I really want to talk about this one. The third card that you have in the first week of May is, in many people's opinion, the best card in the deck. It is the Sun. So this is all about success, glory, happiness. It is your time to shine. So whatever this person is saying, it probably has no actual relevance to you, and they're probably just jealous of you. So I would pay them no mind. You have the High Priestess, you have the Sun in the first week of May, and things are going to be going your way. And of course, that's going to upset other people, but what can you really do about it? I would just soak up all the beautiful rays of the sun that you are getting, accept those accolades, let everybody see the beautiful person that you are, because you deserve it, and especially at this time in the first week of May. You could be in the midst of a joyous love affair also with this Sun card, and you could be experiencing a lot of vitality. You could be having a lot of pleasures in your life. So really just appreciate that and be very grateful for that, because not every sign got this. So it's just you so far, Virgo. This also is indicative of good health. So you will be experiencing good health in this first week of May. If it seems like you're not, then this card is a reminder to take a better look at your health. Maybe go out for a walk, spend some time in nature, eat a little healthier, maybe cut back on those sweets. That's always the hardest thing for me. But, the sun really wants you to be your best self and to be your healthiest self. So it's coming out to either just exacerbate what you're already feeling, or to tell you that you need to take a better look at your health. But it looks like it's really good. Second week of May, the first card that we have coming up is another amazing, beautiful card, is the Ace of Cups. There could be a new love in your life, or you could be having renewed feelings for a love in your life. You could be having kind of a new emotional start to something. You could be feeling very inspired. This could be the start of a new creative project. You could be experiencing, this is another card of a love affair. It also could be a great card of marriage. And it's saying that really all affairs of the heart are set to prosper. So as long as you are going into whatever you're going into with a good heart and with positive intentions, it's going to be very fruitful, and you can see your cup will runneth over. This is also a card of, like a marriage, maybe an engagement, a birth. You also get that with the sun too, because the sun has a lot to do with children. So you could be getting news about children, news about a birth, news about a pregnancy, or it could be news about maybe, like I said, a marriage, a betrothal, somebody, either if it's not you, it could be somebody close to you that you're learning about. But I think that this is you. I think this is just a new start to something that is really going to cause you a lot of emotional fulfillment. And that's just absolutely beautiful for the second week of May, and just nice that it just rolls off of the first week like that. Now, the second card we have coming up in the second week of May is the Five of Cups in reverse. This is reminding us not to cry over spilt milk. So in the midst of all these wonderful, beautiful things that are happening, if something does seem to not go your way, don't take it too personally. If this is a setback, as you can see, let me turn it upright. As you can see, this guy's really bummed about the 3 cups that spilled, but he seems to have forgotten that there are 2 full cups behind him. So if something does seem like you've lost something, it's saying that in the end, you're eventually going to gain more than you have lost in regard to this situation. And it's advising you to look at other more positive aspects of your life and focus on those and express gratitude for all those positive things that you have going for you. So don't cry over spilt milk. Finally, in the second week of May, we have another beautiful, positive, prosperous, fruitful card, and that is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be someone you're coming across. It could be a female that embodies a lot of earth energy. It doesn't have to be a female. It could be a male. For these general readings, that sometimes happens. But it's somebody who is very good with their money. They, kind of attract good fortune to them pretty easily. This could be you. This person also has a lot of influence, and they work really hard, and they see the profit and the results from what they do. And generally a pretty affluent person, and it could be someone that could be providing you some advice that it would be a good idea to take it. It could be you just experiencing the fruits of your labor. It could be you getting, delving into this new emotional beginning, or really soaking up the sunshine. So overall, just excellent cards for the first 2 weeks of May for you, Virgo. You really have some great 2 weeks to look forward to. So why don't we pull a fairy oracle card and see what the fairies have for you, Virgos? And so this actually says the winter. And so this is saying that the answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. Seems like a long way off from springtime, but with the Ace of Cups, it could mean that you're starting a project now, and it could mean that it will fully pay off by winter. So you could start to see the fruits as you go throughout the year. And then, towards the end of the year, you're really going to see things come to fruition. So something to look forward to. It does require a little bit of patience, but I always think of Virgos as extremely patient people, and it's something that you guys are very good at. So I have my moon and rising in Virgo, so I actually have a lot of Virgo energy too. And I think that I'm sometimes patient to a fault, where I actually should be kind of more taking action for things. And maybe that's what it's telling you, that, that it's saying you could maybe power through things a little quicker, but that's just kind of based on whatever it is that you're dealing with. And I would rely strongly on your intuition to know whether or not that's right for you. Let's see which power animal is coming through for the Virgos. We can see what animal will be providing insight and strength as we go through our first 2 weeks of May. And this ties into everything. This is the salmon, and he is all about determination. You know where you are going, and you will get there. So there could be a little bit of patience involved with this. But salmon are very versatile fish. They travel from freshwater to saltwater and back. They go on this great journey. There are some species of salmon that, spend their whole lives going on this amazing journey to lay their eggs, and then right afterwards they die. And so it's metaphorical in the sense that, whatever you're going through, there's the chance for that kind of transformational energy and that rebirth. But, whatever it is you're going through, you just have to stay determined and just jump over those rapids and go against the current, because you are going to be seeing something very beautiful at the end of it. So that is your reading. Just really quickly, I just want to, in case you're interested, just show you a copy of one of my books. This is The Falling. It is book 1 of the Forest Spirit series, and I write under the pen name T. Damon. So I told you earlier about the book that kind of has the fairies and the animals living in the enchanted forest. This is the cover of the first one. The second one is out. The third one will be out this summer. So if this looks like something that you might be interested in, you can watch the introductory video for more information, or you can just go on Amazon and search for this title and author. Thank you again for all the likes, shares, comments, subscribes, and everything else, the support, the love. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful first 2 weeks of May, and I will see you for the second half of May, Virgo. Thank you. Bye.